Talking about the Fightins here. The Fightins.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
3 years in a row, baby. 3 years in a row. We're going to the postseason. We're having a red October. Let's fucking go. The Phillies finally win that one game to clinch a postseason berth. And we are finally in red October mode. James, dude, let's go, brother. This game was great. After getting our butts whooped last night, this is how you bounce back. This is how you do it. And I'm telling you, if Walker was not on the mound last night, we would have won that game last night. We would have.
Oh yeah, that was great. Everybody, different guys were contributing tonight. I'll say one thing. Huge win, especially against the Mets, and especially we inch closer to the NL East title next, but we clinched a playoff spot. I know we're taking things in baby steps coming up here. I know we're trying. I know we're enjoying clinching the playoff berth first. So we're taking everything by steps, but anybody out here, I just want to give you, before we dive deeper into this, I just want you to give everybody who's watching a quick update. If you're not paying attention to the Brewers score right now and chart, I'm going to let you know the Brewers are losing by 3 runs after 7 innings. So that is some good news to possibly be 4 games up on them. To at least have the first round bye. It increases our chances to have the first round bye, because that means you have more. A 4-game lead will be more like a 5-game lead over the Brewers. And that pretty much is almost eliminated, a couple games away from eliminating them from getting the first round bye, since we had the tiebreaker. So that's good news there. My main concern, I think my main concern, and I'm not concerned that we're definitely winning division. I think most likely, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get the first round bye with that schedule at the end. My concern is getting number 1 seed, and I think that's going to be the biggest challenge. So, and I think you would agree with me with that chart. So,
yeah, but you know who's not winning the division? The Braves. They're out of NL East contention. They're 9 games back. They cannot catch up. They just can't. They can't catch up. And I'm so freaking happy, dude. I'm so happy because Braves fans, you're in 3rd place. The Mets are above you, dude. And I'm sure we might have to worry about the Mets. I'm sure, but Braves fans, like, you guys are in complete shambles. You're in complete shambles, and you're 2 games back from a wild card spot. You guys could completely miss the playoffs, and I would just laugh because it would be a masterpiece. It would be absolute cinema. But let's go ahead and get into these topics. Let's not hold back on this. Going into the first topic, the first thing I want to talk about, Sanchez, dude, he absolutely dealed. He was a little shaky in the beginning. His command looked a little bit off. He was walking guys. He had 5 walks tonight, which is kind of uncharacteristic for him, but his away versus home stats are they're weird. Like his ERA away on the road is almost double what it is at home. But looking at his stat line for tonight, Sanchez went 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, let up 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. He let up a leadoff home run, so whatever. 3.25 ERA. So, like I said, he was pretty shut down, pretty dominant. He only let up 2 runs, and those are the only 2 runs that the pitching staff let up tonight, was just from him. He got the win. He's 11-9 on the season. After him was Kirkering. He came in after. I'm just trying to adjust that. He came in after. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1.93 ERA. After that was Strom. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts, 1.99 ERA. Tyler Gilbert came in. Like that's just how confident they were tonight, which is weird. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, 4.15 ERA. And then Hoffman, he came in to close. 1 inning pitched, no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts, 1.71 ERA. So like just overall, this pitching staff, this offense, they're clicking. They're clicking. And that's all you can really ask going into this stretch of the season. There's only, I think, 9 games left now.
I think 8 games. 8 games left. 3 at home, 5 more on the road.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 8. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 on the road and then 3 at home. You're right.
Yeah. Sanchez, besides the first inning, he absolutely dealed tonight. Besides that first inning, the Mets only believe it or not, the Mets only scored 2 runs the whole game, and that was in the very first inning. They didn't score any more runs the rest of the game besides the first inning. We held them in check the rest of the game, which is what an elite pitching staff looks like in Major League Baseball. Tell that maybe the Phillies need to explain that to Taijuan Walker, because and then that's what an elite pitching staff of group of guys does when it comes Sanchez and all the other guys that pitched tonight, Gilbert, what's his name, Strom. I think Kirkling was out there a little bit, and and Hoffman. All those guys contributed, and that's what a dynamic pitching quadrio whatever looks like. Yeah, but that's what a good pitching looks like tonight. All those guys combined did way better than Taijuan Walker tonight. I'm just hoping we can just the way we did tonight. Hopefully, we can leave that Walker guy in the past, and hopefully he doesn't pitch the rest of the season. Because I think he's better off not pitching the rest of the season. Just bench him the rest of the year and just put these guys. Just use the 4 stars we have, because it's not going to really matter in the postseason anyway. So, but getting back to Sanchez, he looked good tonight, and he looks like a bona fide third starter. This man has been one of the more surprising Phillies all year. And when we needed to win the most, you can rely on Cristopher Sánchez. This dude is worth every penny, and I'm so glad we decided to re-sign this man. And hopefully re-signing this man will hopefully make us eat up Taijuan Walker's money. I'm saying it right here. I'm hoping us already re-signing Sanchez and we can just eat up Walker's money, let him walk, and like somebody mentioned about Painter, I think it was bring Andrew Painter next year, and then we're set. Our pitching rotation set. So
yeah, I think I said something about that the other night.
Yeah, so pretty much you eat up Walker's money. You got Sanchez, you signed him, and then he just dealed tonight. So Yeah, Phillies cruised against the New York Mets, and believe it or not, it was the most. I'll get into that stat a little bit later, but yeah. So
Yeah, dude. They just I'm just I'm so giddy. I'm so excited. Jonas, haven't seen you around here, man. Hope you're doing well. But I'm glad that they clinched for your birthday, dude. That's great. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, dude, I'm excited. And looking at tomorrow, Star Wars. I know Rangers on the mound. Personally, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little nervous that Rangers on the mound tomorrow. He's been kind of shaky lately. He hasn't been, all too well. Last time he went out, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 3.13 ERA. I don't think we won that game. Hold on, I want to look. On September 16th. September 16th. Yeah, we didn't win that game. We lost 6-2. And then before that against the Rays, I mean, he let up 4 runs again on that game. So I'm nervous. Against the Rays though, I believe we won when we won that game. So could go either way. I'm a little bit nervous though. What do you think, Fatty? How do you think Rangers going to do tomorrow?
I think he'll do pretty decent, but I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a lot closer game tomorrow than tonight. I don't see us blowing out the Mets by 10 runs again tomorrow, but I think Ranger will pitch all right. I do think the Mets score more than 2 runs tomorrow. Unfortunately, that's just my opinion. But do I think we win? Quite honest,
they're gonna win because we're not watching. They're gonna win because we're at the Savannah Banana stuff.
they might win tomorrow. But just think about. I think I was on Instagram Live on Instagram Live, and I mentioned it that the Phillies should win need to try to win both games because of the race between the Dodgers and Phillies for the top seed. They should try to win both games if possible, and I think they are gonna try the best as they can to try to win the series and try to win both games. Because think about it, you win both games coming up the next 2 games against the Mets somehow. You're in a good position because the last 6 are against the Cubs, at 3 at home against the Cubs, where the environment should be good, pre-Red October vibe, and then you got 3 against the Nationals on the road in Washington. So you somehow either split or take the next 2 against the Mets. You go 4-2 or 5-1 in the last 6. You're in a good position to possibly take the top seed. So I'm liking our chances. We're sitting at 92 wins now.
Yep, 92 wins. And we'll get into, magic number in a minute because I think I made the graphic wrong, but I don't know. So we'll see. But going into the next topic, next thing we're going to talk about is the offense, dude. They were absolutely cooking today. They put up 12 runs after, last night getting demolished, and the Mets, they put up 10 runs for 3 straight games. Looking at the stat line tonight, they had 17 hits, only had 9 strikeouts. So, that's down from the last couple games. Schwarber 1 for 5, accounted for 1 run. Turner 2 for 5. He had 1 RBI. He accounted for 2 runs himself. Harper 1 for 5. He accounted for 2 runs. Bohm, dude, he had a huge night. He looks back to his normal self. Bohm went 4 for 5, 4 RBI, and accounted for 2 runs. Nick Castellanos, he had a great night too. 3 for 5, accounted for 1 run, and he scored 2 RBI. Realmuto, he had a decent night as well. 2 for 5, 2 RBI, accounted for 1 run. Sosa, informed the bitches because they love him. Sosa, he went 1 for 4, 1 RBI, 1 run. Wilson, 1 for 4, and then Rojas, 2 for 5. So, everybody tonight at least had 1 hit. The offense was cooking. 17 hits for 43 at bats, 12 runs, 3 walks, and they looked dominant. They looked, amazing. I can't ask for more. They looked great.
Yeah, it was I saw an interesting stat that this is the first time since September 1st, 2015. This is the most runs we've scored at Citi Field in like 9 years. Uh, we've scored 14 in that game in 2015. This is the most we've scored at Citi Field since 9 years. And I was 15 years old the last time we scored that many runs at Citi Field. It's crazy. I was maybe like, I think I was a sophomore going into high school the last time we scored all these runs against the Mets at Citi Field. It's been that long. It's really been that long. We normally never score this many runs at Citi Field as of late. Offense was absolutely cooking. We're known as if we win games we don't score this many, but it's crazy to think it's been that many years since we scored that many runs at Citi Field. I think nine. Like I said, it was about 9 years. This is like the closest we've gotten to like 14 runs scored at Citi Field. We scored 12, of course, tonight. But crazy stat that I saw tonight. That I think I saw tonight. Apple TV had it on its broadcast. By the way, I think you may have saw it, Shard. But yeah, we just went in
I'm not
there.
gonna lie. I I was laying on my couch. I had Apple TV on, but I was laying on my couch. I fell asleep for the last couple innings, and then I woke up at the end. So I might have felt that, but like I said, I fell asleep for a little bit because I was tired.
Yeah, but anyway, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, we cruised tonight, and think about it, we got a chance to clinch within the next 2 nights, have a chance to clinch the NL East against the New York Mets. Think about it. All the years we won the division, we've never done it against the Mets. How sweet would it be? If we win the NL East against the New York Mets, it'd be the Swedish division title we've ever had in history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So,
agree. Like I said, they're probably going to do it tomorrow because we're just not going to be watching and not doing a show because we're both going to be at Savannah Bananas. So,
but if they do Sunday night, I'm going some. I know I'm supposed to be going somewhere. I think around 3ish. At least the game's not at nighttime now. But I think if they do win in division tomorrow, everybody, I think Sunday night we'll just mention about the NL East thing here on Sunday night. We'll mention about it on the show then.
yeah.
So we'll see. It's either that or we just celebrate when it's Sunday night while we have the show. But we'll see. It's going to be an interesting development, everybody, the next couple of nights, whether we win a division tomorrow or win it on Sunday. So, guess stay tuned, everybody. It should be an interesting weekend coming up.
Yeah, it should definitely be very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
But with that, let's get into what everybody's waiting for us to talk about, dude. Red October. We're in. We are in. It is Red October time. It is Red October mode. And give me 1 second. My eyes all messed up. And this is one of those times where I saw a stat earlier. Sorry, my cat's jumping in the background. I saw a stat on Twitter, and it says something like, this is one of the only times in the NL East where a team for the past couple years, every year has increased their win total every year that they've gone to the postseason. So I believe in 2022, we were at 88, 89 wins. Last year, we were at, I believe we only had 90 wins last year. And then this year, we're sitting at 92. So, we have 8 games to go. Do I think we're going to get to 100? No. We'll probably get to, my prediction, if we have 8 left, I think we'll get at least 96, 97, I think. But I'm excited. I love Red October. I do. It's the best time of the year. It's great. The vibes are immaculate. I put my raffle in for the tickets for the lottery. I know it's like a lottery this year, so hopefully I get it and I can go. Because I've never been to a Red October game. But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's just get in there and dominate.
Well, it's no surprise. I said in beginning of the season, I said the Phillies were going to win 99. I said the Phillies were going to win 99 games, win the NL East. We got to go 7-1 and win 99 games, which I think the Phillies might fall maybe a couple wins short of what I said, but my prediction of that was almost accurate. Think about it, or just pretty accurate about us winning the East, and I was pretty accurate right on about. Think about this, right? Hopefully, I'm hoping the NL's all chalk this year. I predicted Dodgers over Phillies in the NLCS. I predicted the Dodgers Phillies NLCS before the season even started. Think about it. Both teams could have a first round bye, right? Both teams win. I'll be right about the NLC, possibly right about the NLCS. Think about it. I said those two teams, the Dodgers and the Phillies, are the best two NL teams out there. They're gonna, and I said they're gonna be the two teams to beat. I'll tell you in the National League. I don't think anybody can touch them, and I'm sticking to what I'm saying. I don't think anybody can touch the Dodgers and Phillies with the way Otani's been. Even though he's never played in the postseason, I don't think anybody can touch the Dodgers and Phillies. And even though I said the Dodgers were going to beat the Phillies, who knows? I'm hoping the Dodgers. I'm hoping I'm wrong about this. I'm hoping the Dodgers do not beat the Phillies in the NLCS. But um, if Otani keeps up the way he's been playing, the Dodgers can definitely get it out of the NLCS. The Phillies, the way if they can play big games offensively like this, and have to play possibly the Mets in a best of 5 series, I'm hoping we play them in the NLDS somehow, or even play the D-backs or Padres. I honestly think the Phillies and Dodgers are the best two teams, and you're going to see those two teams compete for a pennant. I promise you, next month, Dodgers and Phillies. Book it.
Maybe we'll see. I mean, I can see it. We'll see. But going into our last topic, last thing we're going to talk about before we wrap up the show, magic number. I think it's down to 2. I'm seeing people saying it's 1 because if we win one more game, we clinch. I know it was 4 this game. I only say it's 2 because technically, we're playing the Mets. So if I don't know, it's 1, 2, whatever. Either way, we have to win one more game against the Mets to clinch. So, and you and I both said we'll probably split this series, which I'm perfectly okay with as long as first of all, we already did step 1, which was clinch a playoff spot. Now, step 2 is clinch the division. And if we split and we win the division, I am okay with that. I am 100% okay with splitting a 4-game series. I don't care about winning the series. I don't care, about trying to do anything more than that. Split the series, win the division, get out of there, and let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's win the division. Let's get a, flag to put up. Let's make all these opposing teams fans shut up because I'm tired of them. Oh, well, what have you done since 2008? What have you done the past 10 years? What have you done since this time? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm ready to shut up all the haters, all the critics, all the people that wanted to doubt this team at the beginning of the season. I'm ready for them to be quiet. I'm ready for them to be silenced.
Yeah, and hopefully the Dodgers at least lose 1 against the Rockies this weekend, which I don't know if it's going to happen the way if Otani keeps in their offense keeps swinging the bat the way they've been swinging it. They could easily sweep the Rockies, but I'm hoping they lose at least 1 because that pretty much doubt that both teams. If we split against the Mets, by the end of the series and the Dodgers lose one game, then we would still be tied 6 games to go, and we got a favorable schedule. Even though the Cubs aren't a bad team, we can at least take 2 of 3 against the Cubs, and hopefully take 2 out of 3 or sweep the Nationals. And if that happens, then we need the Dodgers. All we need to we go 4-2. Dodgers lose 2 of 3 this weekend. No, lose 1 this weekend. We split. We'll be tied, and then we got to go at least. If we go 4-2, we need the Dodgers to go 4-2 as well, and we can still have the 1 seed via the tiebreaker. So that's pretty much how you solve simple math right there. You take away you hope the Dodgers lose at least 1. You hope you at least split 1 of the next 2. Then you got to hope both teams are at least 4-2 by the end. But I'm hoping at least 5-1. If we're 5-1, they go 4-2. They can't match us. We win we win the first seed by a game. So that's pretty much, if anybody wants to figure out how to do the math there of us possibly getting the top seed too. It's that simple. We can lose multiple games still and hope the Dodgers have the same record, and we could still get the top seed. So we need the Dodgers to at least lose 3 more games, and we can't lose more than 3 more games so we can get the top seed. So that's basically, Shard, the rundown of how you solve that simple math there. So
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking at the score right now. It's top of the 4th. The Rockies are leading the Dodgers 1-0. So we'll see what happens with that. They play the Rockies, then the Padres, then they close out with the Rockies. So we'll see.
Go Rockies! We're big Rocky fans the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, we'll see. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Hopefully the Phillies are celebrating, but I know, a couple guys said they didn't want to celebrate too hard because they still want to clinch the division, so they'll probably celebrate harder when they clinch the division. But Phillies win 12-2. On the mound tomorrow is Ranger Suarez, so we'll see what happens with that. We won't have a post-game show probably tomorrow just because, like I said, and like we've been saying the past couple of nights, Friday and I are going to be busy tomorrow with Savannah Bananas. So, but that's all we have for you guys tonight. Phillies beat the Mets 12-2. They clinched their playoff berth, and we'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Hopefully they clinch the division, but knock on wood.
Go Birds,
all right, guys.
too, Sunday,
That's it. Roll the outro.
The Fightins!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! And it's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
It is